Have you ever noticed how much of your life is spent asking questions? What should I do? Did I make the right decision? Why did this happen? What will the future bring? From childhood onward, we become experts at questioning everything around us. We question other people. We question the world. Sometimes we even question God. But according to Ramana Maharshi, there is one thing we almost never question. Not because it is hidden, but because it feels too obvious to examine. Ironically, that one unquestioned assumption may be the very reason so many of us continue searching. Today, I would like to explore that subtle point with you, not as a philosophical discussion, but as something you can notice directly in your own experience. Imagine wearing a pair of glasses every day since birth. After a while, you would not notice the glasses anymore. They would simply become part of how you see. Our sense of I is often like that. We say, I am thinking, I am worried, I am seeking, I am meditating. Yet, how often do we stop and ask, who is this I that I keep referring to? Most of us assume we already know. That assumption quietly shapes our entire life. Ramana Maharshi suggested that this assumption deserves our deepest attention. When people first encounter self-inquiry, they often treat it like a puzzle. They ask, who am I? Then the mind immediately begins searching for an answer. Perhaps I am consciousness. Perhaps I am awareness. Perhaps I am the self. Perhaps I am pure being. But notice what is happening. The mind has turned a living question into another concept. Ramana gently pointed out that self-inquiry is not an invitation to think more deeply. It is an invitation to look more directly. The purpose of the question is not to produce an answer. It is to reveal the one who is asking. Imagine someone calls your name. Immediately attention responds. Before any thought appears, there is a simple sense of being. That quiet presence is already here. You don't create it. You don't imagine it. It is present before every thought and remains after every thought fades. Yet instead of noticing that silent presence, we become fascinated by the endless movement of thoughts. It is like watching waves while forgetting the ocean. This is where Ramana's teaching becomes beautifully simple. Instead of following every thought, gently ask, to whom has this thought appeared? The immediate response may be, to me. Then quietly explore, who is this me? Don't rush to answer. Don't search for the perfect words. Simply allow attention to rest with the feeling of I. Again and again, attention returns, not to a new idea, but to its own source. Over time, something subtle begins to change. The search becomes quieter, not because you have found a final concept, but because you have stopped chasing them. Perhaps the greatest discovery is not finding a new belief. Perhaps it is seeing that the one who has been searching is itself an assumption that has never been carefully examined. Ramana Maharshi did not ask us to adopt another philosophy. He invited us to investigate the one thing we usually take for granted, the sense of I. Not to reject it, not to analyze it endlessly, but simply to look. Maybe that's why authentic self-inquiry feels so different from ordinary thinking. It does not add another answer. It gently dissolves the need for one. As you go through your day today, notice how many times the word I quietly appears. I want, I fear, I hope, I remember. Before following the story that comes next, pause for just a moment. Who is this I? Not as an intellectual exercise, but as a quiet invitation to look within. Perhaps the answer you have been asking has never been hidden. Perhaps it has only been overlooked. If this reflection resonated with you, consider subscribing to Spiritual Wisdom for more explorations into the timeless teachings of Ramana Maharshi and other great masters. Until next time, be still, look within,